Dana White has recently stirred up a hot debate in the UFC world. Who should be the pound-for-pound #1 fighter? According to White, the title belongs to Jon Jones.
Jon Jones has never lost a fight, ever. He's fought all the baddest dudes in the world. And then when you think about what pound-for-pound rankings really mean, he moved it up to heavyweight and destroyed the best guy in the world. As long as Jon Jones is still fighting, active, and in the rankings, yeah, nobody's pound-for-pound best fighter in the world.
This statement has sparked intense controversy, with many fans and experts disagreeing, primarily because Jon Jones hasn't been active in the last 3 years.
I think the pound for pound speaks to domination as well as activity. And I feel that Jon hasn't been active enough to keep that spot over the ones who have been active.
Jones, if he fights once every 3 years, that's not enough. Jon, that's not enough. We want to see you fight right now. We want to know what you can do today. I know you fought Cyril Gane a little while ago.
I'm a Jones fan and not an Islam fan, but I'd still have to give current pound for pound to Islam because he actually fights. Islam is fighting now. He is the pound for pound king. Dana really shot himself in the foot here. But Dana White's admiration for Jon Jones goes beyond his recent activity.
3 years off. Nobody, not even Ali, nobody's ever come from 3 years off and looked the same. Jon Jones walked through the heavyweight, the #1 guy in the heavyweight division, like it was nothing, with 3 years off. Yeah, Jon Jones was the best ever.
White is deeply impressed by Jones's extraordinary achievements and unique qualities. Clearly, White is referencing UFC 285, particularly the fight against Cyril Gane, where Jon Jones made an astonishing statement during the press conference just days before the fight.
My goals for myself personally is make this look easy.
Jon Jones won the belt decisively, securing victory in just 2 minutes and 4 seconds. White is amazed by Jones's confidence and his ability to prove his bold statements in the octagon.
Leading up to this fight where he was saying, I'm gonna make this look easy. And I thought that was a silly thing to say. The guy is unfucking believable, man. He really is.
With Jones's early career also leaving a lasting impression on White, showcasing his incredible talent.
Yeah. He's the youngest champion ever in UFC history. I think he was 23. He's in his 30s now.
Yeah.
And he's fought fucking everybody, and he's never lost.
But what truly secures Jones's legacy for White is his long-lasting success and dominance over the years.
Yeah. The other thing is that you have to factor in too is longevity. How long because sometimes with a lot of these guys, the sport passes them by. You get younger guys that are faster, this, that, and the sport evolves. Nobody's been able to beat Jon Jones.
White is firm in his belief that Jones's record should be seen as undefeated, pointing out a controversial disqualification that spoils an otherwise perfect record.
Realistically, when you look at Jon's career, he's undefeated. He should be 27-0 right now. He won that fight. That fight should have been a stoppage, not a DQ. The one drives me crazy. It must definitely drive him crazy. So he's undefeated. And if you look at the people that he went through, to win the title, defend the title, it's very impressive, and it's undeniable that he's the greatest of all time.
Moreover, while impressed by Jones's ability to dominate at higher weight class, Dana wasn't as taken with Islam Makhachev's victory over a lower weight class opponent.
I mean, when you think about what pound for pound really means, he fought Volkanovski, who's a weight class lower than him. Jon Jones beat everybody at light heavyweight, then beat the best heavyweight in the division at a higher weight class.
But there's something even more attention-grabbing than weight classes. This can be seen in Dana White's favorite metaphor.
When you talk about who's the baddest dude in the world, you put two guys in a room and who walks out? Jon Jones walks out of the fucking room every time.
Dana believes Jon Jones possesses the killer instinct, which contributes to his dominance.
Jon Jones has a very fucking dark side to him. When you watch the video of him and Cormier, and they don't know that they're live and being filmed.
Oh my God.
And Cormier says, I had to come over there and spit in your fucking face right now. Yep. And Jon Jones says, I would fucking kill you. I'm not saying I would fucking kill you.
You know I would absolutely kill you if you ever did something like that,
You
right?
could never kill me.
Oh, I bet you I could.
Then you should try, Jon. You really should try, Jon.
No, I would literally kill you if you spit in my face.
Yeah, let's try that, Jon.
Literally kill you.
Let's try that, Jon.
I'm not saying I would fight you. I said I would kill you if
Jon,
you did some stupid shit like that.
But Dana's good impression of Jon Jones didn't happen overnight. Initially, Dana saw Jon Jones as just another good fighter. However, a particular matchup incident completely changed his perception.
When I really noticed Jon Jones, he was walking through people. And a lot of times you'll see these guys that walk through guys, then once they get tested and they get pushed and adversity comes, they break. So him and Gustafsson fight, that was when my opinion of Jon Jones started to change. Gustafsson took him into the deep water. Gustafsson hit him with some shit he'd never been hit with. Gustafsson tested him and put Jon Jones in a place where I bet if you sat down and interviewed Jon, going into the deep rounds of that, Jon Jones thought he was going to die. You know what I'm saying?
And he's willing to go there.
And he kept going. He was willing to do whatever it took to win that fight.
Seeing his ability to overcome adversity, Dana couldn't help but admire Jon Jones's fighting spirit. Even more astonishing is that Jones didn't train much for this fight. Instead, Jones was partying most of the time, yet he still managed to make the fight incredibly close. As Joe Rogan mentioned in his podcast, this highlights Jones's raw talent and incredible resilience.
Everybody he fought up until the Gustafsson fight. But the Gustafsson fight, then you have to say, well, how much slack do you give him for admittedly not training? Because it was a really close fight.
And it wasn't just this fight.
Gustafsson fight. Buddy, that ain't the only fight he didn't train for.
How about what he said to Cormier? I did coke and I still beat you.
And I'm like, I don't think he's lying. I mean, the stories I've heard, I don't want to repeat them.
This makes Dana White's admiration skyrocket, as he is incredibly impressed by Jones's ability to perform at such a high level despite these challenges.
He was partying through his entire camps.
Yeah.
He was doing shit that most people couldn't get up and go to fucking work the next day, let alone get into a fucking 5-round title fight with the baddest people in the world. That's when I really started to say, this dude might be one of the best.
Special.
Due to his talent, resilience, and remarkable ability to overcome adversity, Jon Jones will always hold the title of the best pound-for-pound fighter in Dana White's eyes.